Happy Monday, everyone. Oh gosh, Jordan, so great to meet you. Thanks for sharing your story. I am actually over in Louisville, and I go to Nashville a lot, and my stepdaughter actually lives there, so I might be bringing her over soon. So I'd love to connect and see how I can support you locally. So just sending you so much love and good best wishes. You know, it's really hard starting a business and putting your world out there. So if you're new to hearing my voice here on Clubhouse, I'm just going to turn to my do not disturb. I'm navigating all the things. We love technology. If you're new to hearing my voice, I'm Crystal Cruz with Cruz Beyond Limits Consulting. I'm a life, fitness, and business accelerator. And here at Cruz Beyond Limits, we are on a mission to help empower every person put themselves and their health first for just 34 minutes a day so we can reduce the stress and overwhelm of life and live a more fulfilling life. And I do this in a variety of different ways. As a business owner, I've recognized that my health and wellness can easily take a backseat, especially as a stepmother, as a spouse, traveling all over. A lot of times, other people's priorities can take over. So, my mission is to help empower you to put yourself and your health first for just 34 minutes a day, right? And so, it's about the 2%. And so if you are a business owner, an aspiring business owner, we are working tirelessly. Even if you're a leader, or maybe you're working a 9 to 5 and trying to maybe start a business or trying to navigate all the stressors of life, we're pulled in 12,000 different directions. And many times it's hard to put ourselves first and to have the proper nutrition, the proper sleep, the proper balance. What the heck is balance, anyways? Right. And so when I started my business almost 6 years ago, I didn't have a community. I had to build it. I didn't have, I would just literally was I was in a spare bedroom, just trying to build this thing in 2017, building an online business. When I moved away from home, my friends, my family, my career, and I started new in a brand new city where I knew no one. And I started an online business. And so it got really, really lonely really quick. And so what I found is I had to build community and I had to reach out and I had to take care of myself. When I'm sitting alone in a spare bedroom with a couple computers trying to figure this thing out, being on the internet and YouTube and Dr. Google all day trying to figure out how to build a website, how to build a landing page. My first landing page was on MailChimp for free. When I finally got a paid client who said, "Hey, I want to hire you." I'm like, "Oh crap, I better figure this out." Right? So it was exhausting. So there were some times where I didn't even shower. I was depressed, I was lonely, I felt like a crazy person. And so it was in those moments where I'm like, I need to make sure that I develop a system that I can have this energy and that way I can pour into everyone and everything else. And so, I'm not perfect. Nobody out there is perfect. However, if you have a set of non-negotiables, that daily non-negotiables, that you make sure that you take care of yourself first, this is the power. So I'll tell you, I spent last week, I spoke at an amazing business conference and it was in person. So in-person conferences are back. So I'm super excited. It was so great to take the stage, the physical stage again, because I've been on virtual stages for like the last 3 years and it's been wild. But to take that physical stage, it was really cool. But what it was kind of interesting is that I wanted to host these workouts and I was like, hey, who wants to go for a walk? Who wants to do a workout, a 30-minute workout in the morning? There was maybe 2% of the entire conference that wanted to, that packed their clothes, that wanted to do this. And it really, it hurts me because there was once a time where I was in a wheelchair. I couldn't move. And I never will take my health and fitness for granted again because it was ripped from me just like that. My father and my grandmother were in a car accident last week, just like that. They're having challenges, right? Anything can happen. I hate to say this, but like, why do we wait until an emergency? Why do we wait until an illness or an injury to start paying attention to our health and fitness? And it hurts me. Like the whole parking lot should have been filled, but we had 6 incredible people out of over 200 people that knew that their health and fitness and showing up for 30 minutes a day can help them have more energy throughout the day. So today, I want you to join the 2% of the population that does the hard things, that puts themselves and their health first, that does the personal development, that takes a look in the mirror and says, you know what? I am a leader and I am a role model, and I want more energy and zest for my life, and I want more alignment, and I want more love and grace and better relationships. It takes you first. So it's a you first movement. So join the 2%. I'm going to give you 3 tips today. So side note, part of the 2%, I don't even know what the percentage is of people that start businesses. Like I said, when I moved away from home, I ended up having to have resigned my full-time position in the military to move away from my husband's position in the army. So I am a military spouse. And in those moments where I felt very alone and I started my coaching business in 2017, I became a military spouse entrepreneur. And it was a new identity shift for me. And I went to an amazing conference for military spouse entrepreneurs and veteran entrepreneurs. And that was a game changer for me. And so I've been nominated. I just want to share this because if you're out over on Clubhouse, I've been nominated by another fellow military spouse, an amazing part of my team. Her name's Annette. She nominated me for the Military Spouse Entrepreneur Award of the Year. And it is such an honor to be able to give back to and build a team of other amazing military spouses building their business. She lives in Puerto Rico and she just started her business. I helped her get that off the ground to be able to host luxury picnics on the beach in Puerto Rico. Like she literally lives on the beach and she's been able to put her love for community and business and travel and just her hospitality to put these events on for people that are traveling, people that are getting engaged, birthday parties, weddings, you name it. And it's just such an honor. So I just wanted to give her a shout out. So Annette, if you're out there, please post in the comments, the names of your business and the links of how people can get in touch with you when they travel to Puerto Rico. All right. So I've been nominated. Today is the last day to vote. You can vote for free. And then in the next couple of days, they will announce the winner. So it has been a long journey of the last 6 years, rebuilding this identity as a military spouse entrepreneur. And so I want to share with you my 3 tips that have really helped me stay consistent. So many people are like, Crystal, you are so consistent. Your energy pierces through the screen. How do you have this energy? How do you show up consistently when it's hard? So I want to share with you some of the tips here today. So doing the hard things every single day, being a part of the 2%, it is not hard, or it is not easy. It is not easy, but consistency matters. So tip number 1, we need to take breaks and set some non-negotiables for your day. So I have recognized that when I get up to fill my water glass, every hour, like I'm constantly refilling it. So I get away from my desk. So I work from home, and then I travel all over the world to host events and retreats and speaking. And it's just, I need this time to be able to step away, right? So I fill my water, I use the restroom, I walk around. Sometimes I walk outside, I go out on the patio, but I take those regular breaks throughout the day. So that has a direct correlation to how productive I am. Now, there's studies that show, and I don't want to quote anybody in particular, but one of my mentors is Brendan Burchard, and he is a high performance habits coach, and he's one of my mentors. And one of the things that he does is he jumps up and down every 50 minutes, right? The body and the brain is not meant to sit for more than 50 minutes at a time. And being in the military, our courses in the military are 50 minutes on, 10-minute break. See, I think we're onto something here. So for tip number 1, take breaks every 50 minutes, get up, jump up and down. July's, I do a 30-day fitness challenge in my community. July is jumping jacks in July. Today we did 46 jumping jacks. So you could do those throughout the day. Do 10 every hour on the hour, do 10 jumping jacks. There are simple things that you can do to get your body moving and the blood flowing to help you be more productive. And you get to burn more calories. And yes, when we drink more water, we're going to go to the bathroom more, which means we get more steps and we're training our body to fuel it and give it the love and nutrition and movement that we deserve. All right, so tip number 1, take breaks. Go for a walk, get out, unwind, move your body a little bit. Sunshine helps too, vitamin D. So I know sometimes I can like literally hibernate in this office. And sometimes there's days where I don't go outside because I do my workouts here in my spare bedroom, and I may be home for a couple days and just working on a project or writing my book. Side note, I have 2 more books coming out in the next year at least. So I'm writing multiple books now. This is wild. Just from putting yourself and your health first to move your body, get the blood flowing, you never know what could be possible. I'll tell you, from moving my body and stepping away, that's where I'm the most creative. I have shower moments, I have bathroom moments, I have nature moments, things that I get ideas. I'm like, holy cow, I never would have had that by sitting and grinding at the computer screen. So getting out, get some sunshine, get into nature. I also meditate every day. So I find guided meditations. I actually started guiding my own meditations now. I've done so much, and I started to try to do it in my community. And turns out they actually like the sound of my voice. And so I'm doing more guided meditations as well. So that might be the next step in my business. I do guided meditation and stretching because the stretch and recovery and these breaks throughout the day are so important. And I hear it all the time, Crystal, I don't have time. I'm too busy. You don't understand. Yes, I do. The most elite athletes, the most successful CEOs, the most successful Fortune 500 company business owners, study them. Study the high performance habits of these leaders, of these huge thought leaders. They take breaks. They move their body every day. They meditate. They read every day. I have paid so much attention to these daily non-negotiables that I include them now in my 30-day habit tracker. So I developed a 30-day life and fitness and nutrition habit tracker to help track your non-negotiables. So my non-negotiables are very simple. Don't hit the snooze button. Wake up and work out. Do your journaling and your intentions. Meditate. Declutter or clean something. 3 lead generating activities for my business. Read for 10 minutes. Have a present moment with my husband, and get to bed by 10. Like, that's how I bookend the day. And that's a good structure for my day. Those are my non-negotiables every single day. And that consistency breeds results. So part of that is taking breaks, intentional breaks, right? I nap every day in the afternoon. I'm probably going to nap right after this session. No, I'm not. I have a team meeting. After that, I'm going to have a short nap in between breaks. But it's so powerful to recognize what you need in your life and say it out loud to other people. When I meet people for the first time, I'm like, hey, I'm like an infant. In order for me to be successful and to have this amount of energy for sometimes maybe it's an hour keynote, maybe it's a 40-hour class. I do workshops for corporations as well. So sometimes I do 2-week courses for 10 hours at a time, all day, every day. It takes a certain level of energy to be able to pour in and have that much energy to sustain for the entire week and weeks on end. All right. So I've been able to find the recipe. So I encourage you to find your recipe for success. Don't wait till an injury or an illness. Take the proper breaks, step 1. Number 2, shocker, spoiler alert, move your body every single day for 30 minutes, no matter what. Okay. So the best thing that you can do is to give yourself 30 minutes. I'm all about the 2%. So 2% of the population actually does personal development. Take a look in the mirror, see who the heck you are with all identities stripped. Take off the titles that you have, the roles that you play. Beneath all of that, who are you? 2%. Moving your body every single day for 30 minutes a day, guess what? 2% of the population of people do that. So be a part of the 2%. And we have 1,440 minutes in each day. All of us have the same amount of time. 30 minutes of that, 2%. See where I'm going? It's all about the 2%. You want to be a part of the 2%. You want to reach that next level. You want next level energy. You want that next level business. You want the next level body. You want the next level relationships. You want to look good and feel good. You better be willing to put the work in, because the work works when you do the work. So you want to be part of the 2%, you got to do what the 2% does. And that's moving your body every single day. The best thing, oh my gosh, I had someone this morning send me a sweaty selfie. They were at the conference last week. I'm not going to name any names, but they were at the conference last week and they're like, yeah, Crystal, I know I got to get back. I'll start Thursday. So Thursday came around. I sent them a message. So how's it going? I slept in. Okay, so today's a new day. There's still time left in the day. What are we going to do? And so the last couple of days have been, yeah, I know I need to start. Guess what? I got a message this morning. This person spent 30 minutes on the elliptical and they felt amazing. And to see the smile and the joy on their face, the accomplishment of them doing what they said they were going to do, the pain and the anxiety and the stress and the pressure from the last week of the guilt and the shame of not showing up for themselves and their health, like that's not fun. So why not just rip off the Band-Aid, start today. Don't say I'm going to start Thursday. Don't say I'm going to start next Monday. Start today. And there's simple things that you can do each and every day. So it doesn't have to be one of my, high intensity interval training workouts. But if you want to, come join us. It's a wild ride. It's 30 minutes, including warm up and cool down. There's no equipment necessary. You can do them from anywhere in the world. There's modifications to meet you wherever you're at in your fitness journey, whatever level of fitness you're in, whether you're recovering from an injury or illness. There's always something for everyone. But it works when you show up consistently and keep doing it and keep moving the body. I'm telling you, it changes the chemicals in your brain. You will be more creative, you'll have more energy, and you'll be able to pour into everyone and everything else that needs you at your 100%. All right, so I'm going to catch up with comments here in a moment, but that was tip number 2. Make sure we're exercising daily, like your life depends on it. Don't wait. Why not you? Okay, and so I work with a lot of moms that they're like, Crystal, you don't understand. The kids are pulling at me. They're tugging at me. The husband won't help me. But it's like, you have to figure it out. I have single moms of 3, 4, sometimes 6 children and grandchildren, and they figure it out. So you ask for help. Asking for help is a sign of strength. And I think there's always this worry and this guilt around the shame that people aren't going to love us as much if we spend that 30 minutes away from them. In fact, you're pouring more into yourself so you can come back a better version of you. They want you to be better. They want you to be healthier. They want you to be happier. So it's counterintuitive, but the moment you start to ask for help and put these boundaries in place and put yourself and your health first, it is a game changer. And remember, the brain keeps track of the times that you show up for yourself. And it also keeps track of the times that you cancel on yourself. So this person that I spoke of that literally waited a whole week, like, don't wait, because it just keeps adding up and the brain is like, yep, you shouldn't have started. Yep, there you go again, just quitting again. And the sabotage, the nasty inner critic inside our heart, inside our brain says like, yep, there you go. You're not good enough. You shouldn't have gone after that. Blah, 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 blah. Crap. It's done. Like, get out of there. It's no good. Okay. So, and that stacks up. And then that is a wild record playing on repeat that we start to believe. But you get to change that. But even start with 5 minutes. I started from a wheelchair in 2005. My whole body shut down within weeks. I spent 6 months in a wheelchair. There were days that I had to fall out of bed because I was in so much pain I couldn't even put my 2 feet down. That is why I never stopped moving. That is why I don't take one day for granted. I have my daily non-negotiables because I know what it's like to have my legs ripped out from under me and to be able to, and to have to take endless amounts of medication and prednisone and chemotherapy and steroid injections to be able to even walk. So I'm not telling you this for shame. I want to ignite your fire. Move your body every single day like your life depends on it, like it was your last day. If you had no legs, if you were told that you weren't going to have legs tomorrow, would you move today? I bet you would. I bet you'd go out and do it. An illness, an injury, grief can change a perspective. So my goal is to help you change that perspective before it's too late. So don't wait. Start today. All right. And then you're going to start to have that momentum. And we build on the skill, that momentum and the skill that we build breeds more confidence. And the brain's like, ding. Yep. There they are showing up again. 2 days in a row. Yes, I'm sore. It's the hard things, but I'm going to keep doing it because it feels good. And we're doing what we said we were going to do. And that breeds more confidence. And then we can go after what's next. It's like, okay, what else is possible? So this is how I started my fitness journey. This is how I started my business. I take this energy into everything that I do. But another piece to this is number 3, your nutrition. So your nutrition and your hydration are important, so important. Okay, so we can't just work out every day and then go through the drive-through every day and think that we're going to see and feel results. The nutrition that we put in our body has a direct correlation to our mental and our physical health and our well-being and how we feel about ourselves. Junk in, junk out, period, and dot. And I am not a nutritionist. I am not a registered dietitian. So disclosure, I work off of a flexible diet. So I eat clean 99% of the time. So I eat clean, healthy, nutritious meals. I snack. I eat every 2 hours. So my body is constantly fueling it. Okay, the body I use as a vehicle, and we have to fuel it properly. So if we starve it all day, it's going to be harboring all of the things because it doesn't know when it's going to get its next meal. And many people, when I start to work with them, they're not eating enough. And it's slowing down their metabolism. And so the way that I like to work with my clients is like, let's figure out a long-term sustainable lifestyle, something that you can take on vacation, that is like you can go through a drive-through and still get the foods and the nutrients that you need. There are healthy options. I'm constantly on the road. I'm constantly in airports, constantly traveling. I literally lived in a hotel last week and out of a baby refrigerator, but I still made my way to Target. I still had the case of water. I still had all the fruits, the healthy vegetables, the eggs, the things in my fridge that I knew because I did 12, 20-hour days. Like these were long days. And I knew I had to be on stage. I knew I had to be on. It was 6 days of a conference of around the clock networking. And I never knew when I was going to need to speak. So I needed to be on the whole time. So why are you on all the time? It's not an on again, off again. Oh, I'll start here, when I need to gear up for my vacation. No, it's like, let's be on. Let's always be ready. So that when your friend says, hey, let's go to the beach, you're not like, oh, I'm not ready. I don't have anything. I'm uncomfortable. No, how about we're fit? We feel fit and fabulous all the time because we're constantly working at our daily non-negotiables and we're going one day at a time, one step at a time. So healthy nutrition, healthy snacks. Don't leave home without your water. Don't leave home without the healthy snacks that you know you're going to need to fuel your body so that you can be at 100%. I don't miss a meal and I don't leave home without a snack. So, you have to plan ahead a little bit. And my husband and I, we do meal prepping on Sundays. So we did a bunch of meal prep yesterday. I made a bunch of eggs. I made some ground turkey. I made sweet potatoes. I diced a bunch of veggies. We make makeshift Chipotle bowls. I think they're way better than Chipotle. I'm just saying. Anybody that works at Chipotle, no, I love Chipotle, but I make my own, right? And so we can have a Chipotle bowl at any time because we have grab and go, all the veggies chopped, all the food is ready. So it's like we don't have to really cook every single day. We prep so that it's grab and go and we're ready for anything. So your nutrition is going to be key. And I'll tell you, I'd love to hear from you. Like, what are your go-tos for the summer? What are your go-to snacks? I know for me, watermelon is like so refreshing. I buy, we just cut up a boneless, or not boneless, skinless. Yes, we had boneless, skinless chicken breast, but we just cut up a huge seedless watermelon and we cut it in half and we just have a big bowl of it. And so we snack on it and we can put in little bags to take with us to go. That has been a beautiful snack for us. So have something that's your go-to that is refreshing, that you get excited about because you're with it. So have that good nutrition and recognize what foods don't serve you. Like, I'm not officially diagnosed lactose intolerant, but I know that my stomach does not agree with dairy. All right. It knots up. It's not fun. All right. So I try not to have a lot of dairy. Now, is that 100%? No. But when I make those choices, it's intentional. And I always have the 3-day rule. So hopefully this is a good tip for you. 3-day rule. And then I'm going to land with this last tip. The decisions that you make today, think about the next 3 days. Do you have an important meeting? Are you going to see family? Do you have a reunion? What decisions you make today with your health, your fitness, your nutrition, your sleep, your hydration, all of these non-negotiables have a direct impact on your feelings and emotions, which impact your mood, which impact your results, which impact your relationships, which impact your business, which impact how you feel about yourself, which impact your confidence. All of it is intertwined. So the decisions, every single decision that you make throughout the day, think about the next 3 days. What does that look like? Who needs you at that 100%? Is it worth it? All right. Or, hey, we're going to prep because the next 3 days, if you're like, I have a client right now that just landed across the country. She travels a lot. She does hikes. She's always traveling. And we've been able to figure out a system for her so that she tracks, so she knows the emotional roller coaster. Because I know when you travel, you get dehydrated. So we have to kind of ramp up 3 days before. It's like a ramp up cycle before travel, your pre-travel travel plan. And then you have your travel plan while you're there. And then you have the post-recovery travel plan. And I'll tell you, my bags are always packed. Like, literally, I don't spend more than a week, sometimes 10 days in one spot. All right. So trust me, I get this roller coaster. And that's why I love to help people figure out a lifestyle. And so that we ride the waves. So recognizing, especially coming off of this conference, I didn't get good sleep. I did not go to bed at 10 every night. I was off my routine. I didn't get as good as sleep and nutrition as I would have liked to. All right. I wasn't perfect. And so obviously the next couple of days after that post-trip recovery plan is going to be key. So really fine tuning, like, all right, are we going to prioritize a little bit more sleep? Are we going to prioritize more hydration? Is it going to be more workouts? Like, what does this look like? And also giving ourselves grace, because the adrenaline and the emotions are high and you're being triggered, especially if you work from home like I do. Like, I work from home. So when I am at a conference, I am depleted when I'm done. But also my cup is filled, right? So I'm like, this like range of emotions is all over the place. And then when I get back home, I'm like, and then it can get lonely. And then you're back to your natural habitat. And so this is where this post-recovery, whether you're going to maybe a conference, a personal development conference, this is huge, especially for my retreats too. That post-recovery care is so important. So when you're coming off of a trip or maybe a conference or a retreat, side note, I have a couple spots left for my retreat in Costa Rica in September, but we pay special attention to the time in the 3 to 7 days after this experience, because it's natural for your body and your energy to dip, for your emotions to dip. And then you can go into a negative spiral real quick. And this is where community and getting a good coach that knows this emotional roller coaster. Like, I already knew some of my team that went there with me. Like I already knew that this was going to be a part of the process. Right. And so I was there to answer the call when they were like, hey, I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, not sure where to go and not sure what my next step is. And this is why we get into community. And the more you understand what your body does during these moments, the less self-sabotage that we're going to do. You're going to be like, okay, I know there's someone else out there that gets it. So if you're feeling this or you're not sure what that routine looks like, let me help you. Be a part of the 2% that shows up powerfully. Be a part of the 2% that puts their health and their fitness first for just 34 minutes a day. Be a part of the 2% that is there for more, that is ready to level up, that is ready to pour into everyone else and knows that you need this. All right, so join the 2%. Yes, it's hard. It's not easy, but we do hard things and we do them together. So that's the Cruise Beyond Limits way. So 3 tips today if you're just joining us. Take breaks. All right, take breaks regularly, every hour on the hour, whenever you can. Meditate if you need to, unwind, get out, have fun. All right, exercise every day, at least 30 minutes a day. If nothing, do 5 minutes. Like if you do nothing else, do 5 minutes. I have 5-minute workouts in my platform. So I have 5-minute workouts, 10-minute workouts, 15 minutes, 20, 21 minute, 30 minute. Then I have 45 minutes. If you want to do longer, there's options. But remember, when you exercise daily, it changes the chemicals in your brain. And then the brain shows up more powerfully because you showed up for yourself. And yeah, you sweated a little. Yeah, it's uncomfortable, but you're here for more. You're part of the 2%. So you got to do what the 2% do. Come with us. All right. And then number 3, your healthy nutrition and your hydration. Healthy snacks. Don't skip meals. All right. Figure out a long-term sustainable lifestyle. So whether you have people in town visiting, or you are traveling to go visit friends, or you're on a work trip, or you're going to a beach somewhere, that you have your non-negotiables every single day. So you're not on this roller coaster of start and stop, start and stop, start and stop, right? That merry-go-round that just keeps going round and round. You're doing the same thing over and over again because you didn't have a set of non-negotiables. So creating a lifestyle that you literally can stay consistent with for the rest of your life. How cool is that? So consistency is key. Showing up every day powerfully is key. This is going to fuel you forward. So with that, I'm going to land here. I'd love to hear from other people on stage. I'd love to check in with some of the comments. Let's see, over on Clubhouse. How we doing? Happy Monday. Welcome to Health is Wealth. Heidi, so great to have you back. How are things going?
Crystal, oh my gosh, I have all these comments and they spoke directly to me, and I love all your tips. I follow them, and it's little steps at a time, right? I was over 200 pounds. I was overworking, corporate. I had addiction, all of this stuff. And I'm telling you this, or whoever needs to hear this, because it's having grace and kindness with myself and with ourselves, one step at a time, because sometimes you can't go from A to Z. Abraham Hicks talks about that all the time. And your tips today, making choices, everything we put in our body, which is our temple, my temple. And, I really didn't even know about nutrition until a few years ago. I started learning about the importance of gut health and how it affects the brain and how our food is our mood. And when we eat right, it energizes us, and then we want to get off the couch, and then we make better decisions in the cupboard. And my brain fog lifted. I mean, I can't even explain the difference in my life from several years ago to now, taking small steps and educating myself. And I'm in my 60s. And this is the thing. We don't have to feel aches and pains and brain fog as we age. That's a myth. And when we take care of ourselves and we keep moving and take care of our bodies, our mind, we can feel amazing right up until our 3 digits. So that's what I have to say. I'm so passionate about this topic, and I love everything you said, Chris Laura. And join her program because it sounds amazing, and it will help. It will help you and everyone around you. This is Heidi. I'm passionately yielding.
Yes, Heidi, thank you so much for chiming in today and for sharing your beautiful story. One of the things that I love that you shared in the comments too, I'm streaming over on Facebook and LinkedIn and over on YouTube. So if you're chiming in, I'd love to see the comments. But one of the comments over on Clubhouse was, "Our food is our mood." Oh, it's so powerful. So thank you so much, Heidi, for sharing your beautiful story. And it's so great to see you back here and to hear your beautiful voice. Let's definitely catch up soon. Our food is our, you are so welcome.
Happy 4th, everyone.
Happy 4th. Yes, our health is our wealth and freedom. Oh my gosh. I do Freedom Fridays too. So if you want to stay connected, send me a message. I'll get you linked up. But who else would like to speak? Just a quick note, just click the link above. Today's the last day to vote for the Military Spouse Entrepreneur Award. Please, I would love your vote. It's free. It takes 2 seconds. Just click the link above.
Can I say that? I want to say that too. All right, everyone, let's all do this together, because that literally all we need to put in is our name and our email, and it's a vote. And Crystal just poured into us so much. And whether we take away everything or one thing that she said, let's support her and vote for her. It's giving back. It's lifting the vibration, and let's pour in and vote. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you so much. And there is a video in there of kind of my goals, but I just want to go over that real quick because I pour in, but this award will hopefully help me bring more female veterans and military spouses to my retreat in Costa Rica. So I have a retreat coming up in September. The last one I did in May, I was able to send 3 female veterans on either a partial scholarship or a full scholarship because of incredible donations and sponsors that I've been able to partner with. So it has just been on my heart. And so I'm here to grow, and I'm going to be starting a nonprofit to be able to serve more female veterans in this space throughout for more workshops, more retreats. And so that's really why this award is so important to me, because there was that business conference and that military spouse entrepreneur that was a coach that I hired to empower me to start my business. And now I have a team member, Annette, who is a military spouse who nominated me for this award. So it's just me trying to give back and have that ripple effect of leadership to be able to pour into more and show others what's possible, because we lose our identity. We lose sight of what normal life is like. I've moved 4 times in 6 years, trying to have friends, create a sense of normalcy, generate networking events and build a business. This has not been easy. And I've been collecting amazing, incredible people virtually. And I just want to be able to impact more people with my message. So that is the reason for this award. It's not just, hey, look at me. It's no, I want to show other military spouses what could be possible to get out there and start their business and go after their dreams and goals, no matter what. So thank you, Heidi, for those kind thoughts. And thank you all of you. Just, it takes 2 seconds. And if you have 3 emails, go ahead. You can vote 3 times with different emails. They just want to make sure you're a real person. So I'm not buying votes. That's the reason why they want your email. They're not going to spam you. So, all right. Any other thoughts? I have to close the room in about 5 minutes. Who else is here that would like to share? Anyone else? Jessica, I see you here. Fiona, Tarika. Anyone else care to share? Have any questions? Raise your hand. I'd love to bring someone up. Has anybody not spoken on stage before? I love bringing people up for the first time. I remember my first time I raised my hand. I almost threw up in my mouth. But we do hard things, You never know what could be possible. One conversation, one decision away from a new, new part of life. You never know. Let's see. I keep poor reception. Okay. All right. Great to see you here. Oh my gosh. All right. So anybody else care to share? Anybody on stage? Jan, Fiona, Andy? Okay. Sometimes we're
I'll share one quick thing, Crystal.
Yes, ma'am.
when it comes to moving our body, find something that you really enjoy. So years ago, I moved up to New Hampshire from Massachusetts, and I joined a gym with a pool. And I never knew how much I would love running in place in the swimming pool. And that's my jam. That's how I meditate. That's how I move my body. And I invite my friends, and they're like, running in the swimming pool? And I'll tell you, years ago, I worked at AT&T Cellular One Singular. I worked there for 33 years. And years ago, Robert Parrish was my customer, and we had to go get signed basketballs. He's a Celtics player. And he had an indoor swimming pool, and that's how he trained. He said because it's not hard on the knees, he would put a belt across his belly around his waist, and he would run in the deep end. And that's how he trained as a Celtics player. And I remembered that. And then when I moved up and I had this pool, it's like, oh my gosh, it's amazing what happens when you're in the water. So I wanted to share that as an idea to get you stimulated as to, going outside and walking in the woods and things like that, of course. But do something different and open up your idea to how you can enjoy yourself while you're moving your body, and yoga, stretching, all that too. So that's what I had to share. Back to you, Crystal.
Oh, thank you, Heidi. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, just having more fun. Like, why not? Why do we have to take ourselves so seriously? Yes, when we work out, we sweat, but it doesn't have to be like angry, like grunt work. Like it can be fun. So why not make it more fun? I know another tip I moved to a new city after a breakup years and years ago. As I was recovering after being an NFL cheerleader, I missed performing. I moved to a new city. The very first thing I did was I went to Groupon.com, and I was like, what classes are out there? I want to take a dance class. So I bought a 5-class pack for the Belly Dance Academy. So to learn how to be a belly dancer. I'm like, I was a professional cheerleader. Maybe I'll try this. And by the second class, I bought a 5-class pack. By the second class, they're like, you need to travel and perform with us. So I ended up being a professional belly dancer just from like seeing what could be fun. And just, I really loved it. And I learned so much about that culture and the art form of belly dance. And I met some incredible people. And just from like Groupon.com. So, hey, there's another tip. Like, get out there. If you're like, hey, might want to try tennis, or, maybe it's crocheting, like whatever that is that you enjoy, get out there and do it and find other people that you can do it with, because it's just, it could be a game changer, and you never know who you're going to meet and what opportunities are going to come your way. Thank you, Heidi. Any other thoughts, comments, questions? Let's see. No one's raising their hand. Get courageous. Okay, you have a couple more minutes. One more minute, actually. Click the link above. Please vote. I would be so grateful. I don't know where I am in the standings right now. In the runnings, they don't give me any notifications, so it's literally a blind vote for everyone, all the other military spouse entrepreneurs that are in the finalists. So they won't release the winner until I think the 6th. So a couple more days later this week. So please stay connected. Follow me over on Instagram. Send me a message. If you're on Clubhouse, sometimes the back channel doesn't quite work. So please send me a message on Instagram, and I'll make sure I can get in touch with you. I'd love to hop on a call, see how I can support you. Send me a message. Let me know what your biggest takeaway was from today. And if you need some accountability and some love and some support, please join my community. There's plenty of opportunities for us to work together. We have an amazing group of people that are just trying to live happier and healthier. And so join the 2% of people that do the hard things every single day, that have the daily non-negotiables, that show up no matter what, when it's hard, when we're tired, when we're stressed, when we're overwhelmed, that we know that our life depends on it and that everyone else depends on us to be at 100%. So let's put ourselves first for these 34 minutes a day. This is about the 2%. That's it. That's all you get to do. All right. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Happy Monday. Health is wealth. So have a great holiday. Remember that this is Independence Day. We're celebrating our country. True pride and freedom is not free, and it does not come without a sacrifice of the men and women that have served our country. So please get out there. Just remember why we are celebrating. and reach out if you need any support. If you have questions, I'm happy to help you. All right. Cheers, everyone. Cruise beyond limits. Bye, everyone.
Take care.